Michigan going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Central Michigan's offense will have the football first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finding an escape route. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Calls his own number. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Labus. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. And the Chippewas will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Pocket breaking down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Labus. He's got the back in the middle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down, looking for more. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The Chippewas come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. Running into the open space. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Chippewas will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Brooks. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Another first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
To the air, it's Lowry. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
How about the location on the throw by the QB right there? He's got his receiver running a corner route. It's well covered. He puts so much air under that ball and puts it in the perfect location where only his guy could make the catch. That is nice.
Bringing the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And the Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged on the outside, it's Williams. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get...
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A strike downfield. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulls it in. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Chippewas with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Labus. Got the back over the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to take off. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
How about that critical moment in the fourth quarter? He hasn't really had a lot of success on the ground, but you put the ball in his hands. It's a pass play. You want to throw it, but he makes a very good decision. He tucks it. He gets the first down. That's a big-time play in the fourth quarter by this quarterback.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
There's not a quarterback in college football that's not going to be successful with that much time to throw the football. And I think, Reese, I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next room, and he doesn't sound happy. No words that we could use on this broadcast.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Grab near the sticks. It's Temple. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.